we get to turn a corner. Isn't that right, John?
Yes.
It's been straight for a very long time.
We turn right.
Oh, so we're taking a left and now we're taking a right. We're heading towards Echuca.
Yeah, more straight road.
Echuca. I knew I wanted to go there, but I wasn't really sure what we'd find when we got there. It was a little bit stressful arriving with the van. I didn't realise how busy the streets and surrounding areas was going to be, and we had lots of trouble finding somewhere to park the van. So if I ever went back, or if you're ever going back with a van, investigate first where the best place to park is. It was really interesting in the historical part. It's very commercial, but just so interesting to walk up the street. All the artifacts and things like that really interest us. Lots of historical signs to read. And we weren't sure that we were going to go on a river cruise. It wasn't really something that John particularly was looking forward to. In the end, I won. And we did go, and it was great. Loved it, and we would do it again. Oh, there it goes. Oh my gosh, we were at Cobram, we were talking about stopping, and in the camp book we saw this free camp, and it just said you go off the highway and round a river loop and you can park for free anywhere you like. It's not even donation. We're very pleased with ourselves. It was a bit iffy driving in because we weren't sure where we were going, but look at this
Fire pit.
there's a big fire pit somebody's dug.
I cut some stairs out since you've been
Stairs have gone down. Yeah,
I just cut that out myself a few minutes ago.
John reckons he cut them out, and you can swim in there, and the bird life's amazing. Heaps of everything to look at. Like the kids are going up and down, and there's a bit of water skiing. The guy said the It's really sandy in the water, not too close to other people. If you've got a boat, there is a boat ramp to load just down there within walking distance. I'm just amazed. Look at this, just sitting there. And here we are. I'm going to have a swim, obviously. And a wine. I've got some wine left and we've got steak for dinner tonight. So we are very, very happy. I'll put the name of it up on the screen because I can't quite remember. It starts with a Y, but I'd be saying it wrong. Cool. And it was like our first little off-road track. Even John's going to come for a swim. It is such a beautiful place. And somebody's carved the steps out. Yeah, right.
Oh, I did.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. All right, I'm moving. Oh, the duck's under there. Morning. Listen to those birds. Absolutely unbelievable. They're all up there. As the sun hits the trees, they go to that tree. They're just starting to move down this way. There's not many other species here this morning. Well, this is probably the last recording or near last recording for the trip. We left Yarrawonga earlier than expected this morning. Basically, there was a storm coming in and what are they called? The Corellas were so noisy that they woke us up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Everybody was up. They were just in a right, I don't know what was going on in their heads. Anyway, we packed up earlier than expected and got on the road, and we've come back to an old favourite, Jugiong. It was actually our second camp in the van, and we were driving along. We were going to go to Yass, but we chose to stop here because we don't have much food left. We have 2 sausages, no vegetables, no salad, a few wraps and cheese and mayo, basically. And we know we love the Sir George pub over there. So tonight we'll be having a pub meal, and for lunch we'll be having 2 sausages on wraps. A bit funny, we could have shopped millions of times, but we couldn't be bothered stopping, and we just really like it. It's really peaceful. It doesn't matter how busy it is, it seems to always be plenty of space. And it's just for one night. Tomorrow we'll be back in Canberra and back to reality. Sweet home, and we've done
5,215 k's exactly. Not all towing the van, but pretty close to towing the van, that distance.
And we survived, and the van survived, and the car survived. I was really curious to see what the accommodation costs were between travelling in the van and on motels, because prior to owning the Iridium, we used to do road trips all the time, driving from place to place, buying 3 meals a day and staying in motels. And part of the reason we got the Iridium was that we found that motels were just getting more and more expensive, and the food was getting more and more expensive, and we were doing less road trips because we were worried about the money. Anyway, what I did was Googled booking.com for each location and picked the cheapest accommodation on the first page of that booking.com. It was 17 nights the trip. It was $300 in the Iridium, and it was $2,110 if we'd stayed in motels. Amazing different costs. So glad that we chose the Iridium. Not only have we been able to go to amazing locations that we wouldn't have stayed at before, but it gave us great freedom, and the money that we spent towing the caravan certainly would not have been $2,000 worth of diesel over the 17 days. Anyway, that's it for now. That's the end of our trip. More adventures coming up, and I'll see you on the other side.